Ah, damn. Whew. We are here again for another jog talk. And I'm taking my talents to South Beach. I mean, just yeah. Fuck Miami, actually. Miami's cool. Like, I wanted to go to University of Miami when I was a youngster. Because, it's like, oh, there ain't none. It's like the baddest girls, beautiful weather. Seems like a dream. There's a lot of darkness out there, man. There's a lot of darkness in this world, which is perfect where to start today, because this is not a jog talk as much as it's a jog sulk. Yo, I got fired, bruh. I got fired, man. Shit blindsided me like, what? Check it. So, black kids, white kids, all raised differently. All races raised differently. But, Southern black kids, I doubt there are many of us who are raised without hearing some semblance of racism just growing up. Because, like, our parents, they went through it. Some of them went through it. So, you hear that stuff. Yeah, you kind of build up a bit of a mentality that people will try to get over on you when they can. And that happens. But we got this wild society these days where you can't argue anything. People make passive aggressive statements, and then you're not allowed to argue, because if you argue, then you're admitting your fault, and you should have just apologized. That's basically what I got out of the interaction that we had. It's fucking crazy. But anyway, here's the scoop. So I wake up, do my daily do, meditate, all that goodness, get online to check up on the message board where I got my writing gigs. So I picked up like 13 to do today, or yesterday. I was going to do 13 of them. And so I get on, I look, and I see that I got a whole bunch of old stuff in review, and I also have a email from my like head boss. He's saying like, I don't know what's going on. So I'm just like, oh, what is going on? So I go in and I look and see what is going on, and I notice there's like a word missing on 3 of these 13 files, and it's an important word. It's a tag. So I was like, all right, I'll go in, fix it. I went in, I fixed those, and I put them over to, they were reviewed along with the ones that were already good. And so then I go to pick up and start doing the work for the day, and I see that all 13 of the ones that I had set up to do that day were gone. Like, they had all been taken away from me. I was like, wow, that's kind of crazy. So I went back to my email to see what was going on, and I have a message from my other manager. She's lower than the first manager, and basically she says, well, I took away all your things, and you're only allowed to do one thing at a time now because your work has fallen off recently, repeatedly, and you should probably take today to revise your old work and refocus. And I'm just like taken aback. I'm like, whoa, that's kind of crazy, because you haven't called any of my things for revision in at least a week, and you're saying this is repeatedly happening right now. And plus I just gone in and found that 3 were wrong when they had tagged 13. So I'm just like, that's like overbound. So I message her back and I say, could you review your review, because I went in there and most of these don't have an issue. And that was basically it. There was also follow-up. She basically said, no, the second follow-up was, I said, I fixed all the issues. I felt the problem was minuscule because it's only a word. basically. And she saying that it's like, it is not minuscule. Those tags are very important. I agree with that. And I was like, okay. And those tags are very important. And if you can't do that, then we'll have to review like your work on that. And I was like, okay. That's a warning, man. I'll back off. I'm good. I don't I ain't trying to piss you off for something so small, you know? Like, it seemed very small to me. Like I said, minuscule. A few words on a few things, and the first guy overreacted by pulling off all of them when there were only 3 wrong. But anyway, so I'm talking to the first manager, and he's like, "Oh, it's all good, man. Well, I'm gonna chat with her, and it's all good. Like, I don't want anybody to overreact. I don't want you to overreact. I don't want my employees to overreact." So I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. I'm kind of peeved, but I'm like, all right, I take the one thing that I was gonna do. I was like, all right, play the rules. I'll do one at a time. So I do that one thing, and I turn it in, and I message the main dude. I'm like, can I do more? And he said, let me get back to you. And so about 20-30 minutes later, I get a email from the other manager that I've been terminated, and they're ending my freelance agreement. And I'm just like, whoa. And so I messaged the other guy. I'm like, yeah, you're terminating for this? And he's like, basically, he came down. He said, whenever we have issues, you get combative about it and abrasive. Like, I didn't use any negative terms. I was just like taken aback by what I was being hit with so early in the morning. And so I was just like, what? Abrasive and combative. And I was like, who wouldn't be combative if they're being accused of something unjustly? Of course he didn't respond to that. But I mean, that's basically it. Like, they first he overreacted, then she overreacted, then I reacted to their reaction, and they said that was an overreaction, and then they overreacted again. So yeah, I'm the one at fault here, because I'm the individual and they're the system. So hey, man, it is what it is. We're all fighting a battle, man. Sometimes you lose them, sometimes you win. But yeah, I was gonna be putting up the music yesterday, but the check didn't come, of course. So it should still be coming. They still owe me something like $1,300 or something like that. So they better pay me, or else we're gonna have other issues. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna take this month to fucking start looking for more gigs, and also just really refocus on making some videos. Like, I got this extra free time, might as well get my music out, see if we can get a little bit of traction going. Like, if we can do that, then shoot, man, we might be able to just totally pivot, you know? Because like, this whole situation made me just think, man, you gotta try to make it for yourself, man. You gotta try to make it for yourself, because other people, like, they can act like your friends, they can hire you, they can be nice and jovial, but shit, man, they can turn in a fucking minute, dude. Because this all feels like to me like this is a ticketing program, and so they like closed down around the corona thing, and they picked back up once things started opening up again. And I seemed like this seems what they're doing, getting their pages boosted, seems to be working with solid writing, which I contributed to. But so it's working. So now they're in a position where they've gotten to the too big to fail. They can start letting go of people who help get in there. So it is what it is, man. Things happen. That's what they do. People, if you deal with shiesty people, they'll eventually make a shiesty move, man. It's my problem for not identifying the situation that I was in as well as I could have. Like, because I know these things. I've dealt with this type of issue before, and sometimes when you're dealing with someone who is extremely passive aggressive, let this will be my final thing on this little video today, so y'all can learn and y'all don't mess up. Because if you can identify someone who's passive aggressive in a position that is higher than yourself, you just have to say I'm sorry and just move out the way. And I feel like as soon as you recognize that, that's your time. You should start looking for something else if you are a person about getting up in this world, or about trying to make the best for yourself, because those people will sabotage you. They will. It's an inevitable thing that happens after a while, just because aggression, everyone is aggressive, and if you can't execute that in any way but passively, then you're going to end up with an even bigger shit show than someone who just aggressively attacks their problems. But yeah, that's it for me today, y'all. Y'all put your prayers in the air for me. Like, comment, subscribe, and such. I'll try to get. I'm still gonna use the money to get this editing software, and so we still gonna get the videos. Probably even spend some on joining this other music service. But yeah, we're gonna go heavy on the music. I'm gonna find me a new job, and we're gonna get things going again. So yeah, other than that, be easy. Peace.